Morning, fellow peasants. We're on the bus this morning. Why are we on the bus? Well, guys, I ran out of money. Yeah, I can't afford to travel by chauffeur-driven Rolls Royce anymore. So, like a good and faithful peasant, I now travel by bus. But the good thing is that the doors open automatically, which means we're on the street, in the light, and it's a lovely morning. But there's bad news. The bad news is that we're a little bit later than usual. Okay, not a lot later than usual, but a little later than usual. How late? Well, we certainly won't be watching the Blues arriving, I can tell you that. Why? Because it's almost 11:20, which means we will, if we're lucky, potentially, get to see the last of the lifeguards leaving. And after that, possibly, the final Blues riding through. It's a lovely morning though, guys. I mean, it's really, really, really nice. And yes, it's Friday. And for those of you that think I often get the day wrong, I don't. When it says video was published, I don't know, 30 seconds ago or 1 minute ago or 3 minutes ago, that just refers to when YouTube made the footage available and visible on the platform. In other words, it's me scheduling an upload to change from private, where no one can see it, to public, where you can all see it. You can schedule it. So for example, at 3 p.m. today, a video could suddenly appear, but I might have scheduled that video last week, last year even. It doesn't mean that that was a new video. Always look, guys, in the description below the video, and that will tell you when the video was shot, the actual date of filming. That way you know if it's immediate, i.e. earlier the day you're watching it, or some time ago, because it does vary. And obviously I've got so much footage from before that sometimes I will either repost or drop something new from weeks ago, because I think it's better that you guys get to see it when I'm not out and about than I don't publish anything on those days. So that's the situation with that. Hopefully that clarifies it somewhat. Always in the video description, folks, the day of filming, date and date of filming. Now, it being a lovely morning, just like moths to those lanterns, the tourists are out in force. There were a massive number of people heading toward Buckingham Palace, and as you can see, I myself jumped off at Trafalgar Square to walk along gloriously sun-drenched Whitehall. All sorts of accents this morning: French, Italian, Spanish, lots of people from the US and Canada, Aussies, which is actually unusual. We've bumped into many during the videos, folks, many Aussies and indeed Kiwis, but there's still a tiny minority, obviously, compared to the European visitors, and indeed those coming from North America, and we all know why. Geography is why. Not to mention the fact that a lot of people, myself included, don't like the idea of spending best part of an entire day plus on a plane. Not to mention the extortionate cost of flights between the UK and down under. Right, we are approaching horseguards. It's good to be out, in fact, in the sunshine on a Friday morning, especially having been off yesterday. But it's really cold, folks. I'm not sure if you can see the breath of people that are walking along the street, but 100% we will see the breath of the horses. How cold? 0, that's how cold it is. But that in itself isn't the problem. The problem is that there is a real sub-zero wind chill. Now, holding your hand out and not moving around 3-4 minutes is flipping freezing. Now the good news is that once the horses are right in front of us, we'll be able to get almost instantly their names. Going to have a look at who we've got first. I'm not massively preoccupied with knowing the names immediately, because we're going to get them. Why? Well, because my list is complete. Blues list, that is. Oh, got somebody filming here with some semi-pro kit. Interesting, first time I've seen this. Look, gent here in the Mobility Plus chair has got a fluffy external microphone with a dead cat. I'm jealous, folks. He's going to get better audio than me today. Wow, very nice. Horse is chomping. Now, which beauty have we got here? Let's see if I can spy quickly which horse we've got. And I can relax and not worry so much about the horses. Hopefully my S24 Ultra will be here soon. That'll have a mega zoom. Right, so a lot of you will probably be saying, John, it's blah 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 blah. You already know which horse it is. Oh God, here we go again. Another one where the hoof has massively grown down into the shoe. Gosh, that's not an easy one. I'm not going to call that straight off, folks. I'll do some research before I mention it. I think I know which one it is. Wait. Looking through the numbers, wait, there are only two possibilities. Oh, okay, so the number that it looks like on the hoof to me doesn't actually exist in any of the three troops. There's no horse with that number, which means that it's not the number I think it is. It being worn down, as I say, it's hard to read it. Looks like a bit of a cheeky nipper, at least an inquisitive horse. I said though, she's quite persistent, we're getting super close. Horse is like enough with the camera, lady. You can tell. What is that number? That's a real mush of a hoof print. Oh, God, just oi oi. Wait, what did he say? So oi oi. I have no idea what. I missed that. I was looking at my phone. But you know what? Who cares about the name for the moment? I'll deal with that later. It's like a very interesting and inquisitive horse. Look, slightly frothy mouth. Wait, let's have a look at the other end. Who have we got? Who have we got? Who have we got? There's some weird guy here that always stalks the horses this morning. All good? Damn it, it's cold though, proper cold. Yeah. Really, really freezing.
Tomorrow is more freezing.
Yeah, but tomorrow, last day. Next week's at 15 degrees. Yeah, finally. Hey, all good? Going to be warming up, folks. This time next week, it's going to feel like the summer. And that's good. Why? Because then we'll have a zillion people like this here pestering the horses. I didn't see why, but he just said to her, get off.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what she did there because I was looking at my other phone. She's like, oh.
You told her get off.
I think she went to grab the rein. He just said get off. But wow, a lot of people here already know for this early. I can't even read the other number. Can you see the number at this end? Because I cannot see it. The other end. It's like really worn down.
It's 8.
Which one?
I think 8.
Yeah? Okay, low number. Wait, let's have a look. Okay, that's interesting if it is.
What's name? Say it.
Don't say the number there.
Neptune.
Yeah. I've never heard of that horse. Are you 100% sure that's the number though? Yeah? That means the other one's new as well. At the other end. Neptune. Guys, this horse is Neptune. Remarkably. I mean, he doesn't look like he's spent a lot of time under the ocean. It's a massive group. The whole of Spain that just turned up. Getting ready for them guys to realise that they lost their keys, just drop them on the floor. Everyone's going to be saying, aquí, aquí, aquí. Actually, wait, are they even Spanish? I'm not even sure at this point. Neptune's like, get away from me, Spaniards. Stop. He doesn't want to end up as a chorizo on somebody's lunch platter. We got that line, that annoying line where the sunlight catches the lens. Let me try and avoid that if I can. Actually, you know what? That massive noisy group, they'll still be there when we go back. So, walking through, we've got at the back, police horses are still in place. Got a lot of officers this morning, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the ground, so back to full strength. Interesting thing is that at the end of the tunnel, the police officers are still waiting to escort the lifeguards back to Hyde Park. Okay, that means that the Blues and Royals, who have already taken over, we've got a Blues and Royals shitsman over this side, which means that, in theory, although he's not there, we should have a Blues and Royals gatesman on this side. Where is the gatesman, everyone? I don't know where he is. He's not in the tunnel. Nope, he's not in the tunnel either. Oh, he's back. Here he is. He went to do some shopping, guys. He went to the guard shop. Pop. And he's back. And that massive group that were annoying us at the front with their jabber jabber are on the line. They just populated the entire line. That is the largest single Spanish invasion, guys, since the Battle of Trafalgar. Look, they were waving like hello from Spain, hola. they actually are Spanish. They were saying hola. Okay, I'm not sure they like my Battle of Trafalgar joke. I'm not going to tell them to visit Trafalgar Square because they're going to get super upset when they see the statue of Nelson on his column, which is of course there to commemorate a certain victory over our Spanish friends. Yeah, but don't worry, guys. That's all, very much pre-EU. We're all friends now. Everyone gets along just fine, so it's all good. At the front here, it's emptied out. Now, this horse, fluffy, in fact, 4 white fluffy socked horse, Neptune. At least we're pretty sure it's Neptune. Actually, wait. My friends seem to know which number it is. Let me just snap the hoof number whilst we've got no one in front obscuring the view. Great. Obviously I say that and then the lifeguards decide to leave. Here they come. Horses are quite excited this morning. Look, they're jumping about a little senior bit. Oh! One of them's trying to jump in the air. He's so excited. Gosh. That was wonderful. Oh, we missed the best bit. Damn it. They were trying to leap through that tunnel. Gosh. Okay, back to the front. Let's have a look then, see if I can confirm that hoof number. Oops. Sorry. I've got you. Cool. Wait, sorry, Chuck. A lot of people here today. It's a bit busy. Let's see. Oh, hold on a second. He was wrong, folks, about the hoof number. Yeah, he was very wrong about the hoof number. I can understand why he thought it was a certain number, but it's not. So scrap that. Wait, I'm going to tell him. That's the last time I ever listened to him. Where's he gone? Wait.
Ask me.
Thank you very much.
You are...
London City Walks.
Oh, right.
Yeah, on YouTube.
Yeah.
I will. I can't do anything now because I'm in the middle of a video, but I will add this on and follow
I'll
you.
put you on my link.
Lovely.
First time I'm doing this.
Ah, well, good luck. Hopefully it'll work out. Great external mic. You're going to get great audio with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's it? A road?
No, Kamika's. That's good as.
Very nice. Yeah. Well, hopefully it goes well this morning. Good luck, yeah? Beginner's luck. Nobody do.
Police, prisons.
Ah, so you moved from prisons to more free environments. I can't say I blame you. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Okay, I'm not listening to you anymore. It's definitely not number 8. It's not even close to being number 8. See your eyesight. I took a picture of it. I'm not going to even bother checking it until I finish because every time I try and check the hoof number live, or rather when I'm shooting the video live, I end up missing something. So I'm going to try and name them after. But yeah, it's definitely not that. It's got a 6 in it. But it's a really weird number actually on that hoof. Very. Oh, hold on a second. This is the girl that got shot. Actually, wait, no, it's the one after her that got shouted at. Okay, so the new chap, lovely fellow we met, who's filming at this end, new YouTuber, everybody. Good luck to him. It's his first day out and about. I've got big respect. Starting to build up a channel and a following. Got an external mic, got proper kit, and he can wheel himself around in the wheelchair. So he's actually got benefit that I haven't got. He can sit down or spend his time sitting. I wish I could, and I don't mean that in any facetious kind of way. Respect to the man for being out in the cold just like us. Okay, this is where the good light is, people, at this end. Now, how busy will it be this morning? That's going to really, really, really depend on what happens at Buckingham Palace. But typically, on a very bright and sunny morning like today, it's flipping rammed. And we know what that means, don't we? Oh yes, we do. However, after an hour plus at the palace, a lot of people will be massively deterred from spending more time outside. What I think is going to happen, 1 second, I just know we're going to miss something if I go inside. The rest of the blue should be coming through the tunnel any moment. Yeah, here they are, look. They're just coming through. Beautiful light for them to head into the stable area. Glorious this morning. Isn't that quite lovely? Something to see. I suddenly realised, guys, the other day that because we've had so many horses coming over and so many new ones, that even if I had the full list of names available immediately, most of the horses that we just saw entering the stable area will not be at the front. Okay? Why? Because they don't ever use every single horse that comes over. That's why. As we've seen, they typically rotate. If 11 come over, they typically, not always, sometimes there are 12, they typically rotate between 6. From what we've seen so far this year, which would mean they're only using or utilising roughly 50% of the horses that come over. Why? I don't know. Perhaps some of them simply are not, fit for duty, as it were. I know some of the horses absolutely despise being in the boxes and really kick off. And I know some of the horses, much to your disappointment, ladies and gents, will not be out because they're biters. They bite, or they're, they're not the most public friendly of horses. Now we see that as being a huge positive. Okay, if tourists get bitten, if they get into trouble with the horses, tough. That's our perspective. But at the same time, they do need to be careful. So they, the army, HCAV. Why? For 2 reasons. One, it would only take a very serious accident for animal rights people to kick off. Okay, not necessarily even about the fact that somebody's been hurt, but they would use that to scream animal rights and all this kind of nonsense. Or, if the horses were not agitated, that they wouldn't bite, blah 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 blah. So that's part of the reason why I think they are, I wouldn't say overly cautious, but understandably cautious in terms of putting the nippers out. That might well explain why we haven't seen so much of Ormonde recently. That said, I will try and find out, hopefully next week, when we can expect Ormonde to be back. Soon, I would think, realistically. A lot of the troopers that were here during the Ormonde period, late last year, are now rotating back into London. One was here, in fact, this past weekend. So there is still a lot to look forward to in terms of other horses that we know coming back, and of course a lot of new nippers. That one at the front, in fact both the ones at the front this morning are going to be quite difficult. I've got one hoof, actually wait, now I'm in here, wait. Give me a moment, let's have a quick look and see if I can match up that hoof number. The clear one. It's a very, very strange. I can't tell if half of the print has been worn down or not, so it's very hard to get both the digits. Let's have a quick look at the list and see. 1 second. Yeah, the number I thought it was from looking at. Oh, actually, wait. Okay. Right. Provisionally, and again this is only provisionally, I'm going to call the horse in the right hand box as being Vanguard. Okay, I'm going to do that because I'm pretty sure, even though it's odd, that it is the hoof number I think it is, and that number does exist on the list, and it's a horse I haven't seen before, so pretty sure, about 95% sure this is Vanguard. Right, so we've got 4 white socks, very clearly. I don't think there's a star or a blaze. That said, the forelock is very clean and fluffy, so it could well be hiding a small star. Yeah, this horse doesn't look familiar, so it makes sense that it would be Vanguard. Try and get one other super clear picture of the hoof, just so as like a reference point. Yeah, it is. I'm 99% certain that's the number, and that's Vanguard's number. Okay, so we've ID'd one, folks. Lovely Vanguard. If at some point the corporal of horse is out, I will try and get him to give us an absolute confirmation, which is the only realistic way, other than dating the trooper and asking which horse he was on this morning. And no offence to the troopers, they're not my type. But yeah, there's no other way of absolutely knowing unequivocally which horse it is, because often even in the stable some of the horses swap over stalls, so occasionally the name on the stall doesn't even match the horse that's in the stall, especially when the captain's horse is over. There's me walking into the bollard behind me. I thought I just walked into a tourist. It's actually the bollard. I'm thinking, damn, they're doing a lot of calisthenics if they're that rigid. Yeah, chap, I'm trying to film. Thanks. Some people. Let's try and gauge which is the most curious or nippy of horses. Oh, he's going for her. Look. He just bit her hood. Oops. Look, the horse is sad. He's like, come back. He got a real taste for that fluffy hood. I think he thought it was an Arctic fox. Yep. Vanguard's got a penchant for Arctic wildlife, everyone. So ladies, if you're coming down, do not wear any Arctic fox or polar furs, even fake ones. Otherwise he's going to have a nibble. I say he, I mean, can't really see, but I'm pretty sure this is a gelding. Statistically, at least, it's a gelding. Oh, now he's trying to bite the sign. I'm pretty sure these horses are well fed. Why on earth do we want to eat a wooden sign? I don't ever remember any of the horses trying to nibble the sign before. Going back for a second bite. Look. If you actually pulled it off the wall and started crunching it. I was like, no, stop it, naughty horse. He's really trying to get his gnashes around the corner of that sign. Maybe that's because he didn't have any tourists to nibble. Oh. Oh, look. So cute. It's a really beautiful looking horse, facially. Looks like a sort of a youthful version of Tabor. The tourist is like, dude, I'm here. At least look at the camera with me. Oh, here we go, fashion show started. Now you know the weekend's coming. Friday's typical opening day of the weekend fashion season. Very fashionable tourists today. The guard. What does that mean? Potentially nothing. Let's see. It really rather depends on where he's going and whether or not this lady. Oops, awkward. At least she actually bothered to move. A lot of the tourists don't. Thank you for the beret. This trooper, Gatesman trooper, absolutely no nonsense if it comes down to it. I can tell you that. Top man. It's real sunny that way. Look, Loving the tenacity of the new guy with the filming. Brilliant. Okay. As the light at this end is a little bit more subdued, let's spend a little bit of time here. There are a lot of people this morning. Look. There might somebody's behind me saying hello. I think he's talking to me. He's just connecting on WhatsApp video call to his mum. Bonjour maman. Ça va? He's back in. He's in, and the chief is out. Yikes, must be super hard dealing with that flipping metal chain with no gloves. It's hard enough carrying a pole with gloves. A couple of degrees lower and his skin would stick to it. I've just noticed actually that instead of going back to the archway, the trooper's gone to the end of the tunnel. Now, he might stay there and top up his suntan, but he might not. It's 50-50 whether I make it there before he comes back or not. Hopefully we'll make it, because that's one of my favourite views, as you all know, folks. Oh, we didn't quite get the view. Look, he's coming back already. Amazing sunlight. Look behind him. The light over Horseguards Parade this morning. Glorious, beautiful morning. Really, really, really lovely. He must have eyes in the back of his head. He saw that we were approaching and flipped himself around to go back to the archway. I'm getting sort of pre-tourist season vibes already. I say pre-tourist season, pre-spring tourist season. Look at how many people are at the front. When we walk from the yard back out toward the front, it's pretty much chocker. I need to be careful today that I don't get in his way. We haven't yet had any police horses, but it's early. We do, however, have a lovely trooper in his number 2, folks. There we are, ladies and gents, look. Everyone that has some kind of, soldiery fetish, here it is, fully fulfilled in a number 2. That's a Blues and Royals number 2 uniform. That said, I mean, it's not actually really that different to lifeguard number 2 uniform. Boxes are open. Great stuff, trooper. And a very, very chocker kind of where do I stand front. Look. Told you, folks, sun comes out, so do the tourists, just like moths. Kind of guard's view over what's happening in the front. Look at it. Look how many there are. Horse is playing with the bit. I'm going to need to get super close to this horse to get a very, very good, clear shot of the hoof. That's why I'm not prepared to call it yet. Yes, horsey, I'm not going to call your number. Sorry. Is that what you mean? You called everyone else's. Like, why are you discriminating against me? Yeah, he's like, get lost. He's really chomping on that bit this morning, isn't he? Like, chomp, 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 chomp. Chomp, 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 chomp. The crowds are thronging. Keep my eyes out, guys, as well, for those wretched, horrid, disgusting earthworm pickpockets. So I'm a little teeny weeny bit further back than ordinarily. See if I can spot a thief. My pockets are well zipped up, so it's not happening to me today, that's for sure. Little bro, don't be scared of the horse. Oh, he's had enough. The sign was pretty straight actually till the horse started trying to munch it. Now it's a little bit off kilter. It's utterly chaos here, completely chaotic, but nobody's going super close yet. It's always to be very careful with the camera. They're swarming around me, but they're not going directly in front, which is kind of polite. Look at the baby. That's close enough for me. Oh, somebody's pushchair just fell on the floor behind me. I wonder what that little yelp was. Right, he's dragging little man back this time. He's going to force him to have a picture, like it or not. That's it. Stand here and smile. Mine changed again. Fingers up were inevitable, it was coming. Okay, right, third time lucky now. Here they come again. Good stuff, guys, they got it in the end. Oh, now the boy's peed off because he didn't get to pet the horse. Tender moments between tourists and horses, especially the tender moments where the horse bites somebody's hand. This one seems very temperamental. Made their mind up. I think it's because of the sunlight at this end is shining everyone's face. When you stand in front of the horse, it's very hard to look directly at the cameras that people are pointing because of the light. This end, on the other hand, no such consideration. Let's see. Notice how much brighter it is, folks, at this end. Unsettled with this horse, you can see. I don't know why. It doesn't want to work. It's a very distinctive blaze, isn't it, down the centre of his face? Is it called a blaze, guys? When it's that pronounced? It's almost the way down to the nostril. I just thought this was javelin. We know it's not, but that is a javelin and a half of a blaze. When we're walking by and saying, I can't believe people are that stupid that they come over and grab the reins, but they are. Hey, I mean, yeah, she's got to be watching some of the videos that some people are putting out here. Didn't interesting happen earlier this morning. I really struggled to get up. It was really cold. Notice, guys, the horse is standing at a very unusual angle, which should, in theory, permit a very clear picture of the hoof. 1 second. Possibly, anyway. Too many people here, this is the problem.
See it there? Okay.
Yeah, that hoof number is ground down. That's probably the closest of all the hoof numbers we've seen so far to the actual horseshoe. Half the numbers are under the shoe. Let me think of which possibilities it could be by looking at this. 1 second. There'll be some numbers it can't be because they're just missing. It's at least potentially 3 different numbers this one. Okay, I'm going to call the horse as being another new one. Again, this is kind of 95% just like the Vanguard. I'm going to call this horse as being, go back to that number, Twilight. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Twilight. For some reason it even seems appropriate. The name and the look. So Vanguard at the other end. Twilight at this end. 2 new ones, folks. If it's not Twilight, I'll update it in the comments. I'll need to get a verbal from one of the troopers on that. Still, I'm prepared to state 100%, but I'm pretty sure. You know how careful I am these days. Damn, how the hell is he not cold? Extraordinary. Just thinking, wait, looking up at the clock. Oh. It's 5 minutes too, so we've barely had time to ID these 2 beauties, and they're about to head off. I think this horse is having a bit of an issue with the bit this morning. He's been chomping, hasn't he, for quite a while. Horsey folks, you will know better than me, but quite frothy at the mouth as well. I don't know if it's completely normal or whether the bit, his tongue has moved over the bit or under the bit or whatever. I don't know what's going on. He seems alright, but I guess something's agitating him. Also seeing a lot of familiar faces actually among the Ministry of Defence police. A lot of the police that haven't been here for some time are back today. Let's hope this is a sign of more familiar faces to come in terms of the troopers and the horses. Fingers crossed. Twilight. Let me see if I can spot 1 second. Somebody said to me immediately, do you think it's a mare or a gelding? I would have said a mare, but I can't see, realistically. I can't see anything that would make me believe the horse is a gelding, but it's Twilight. It sounds like a girly kind of name, though. That's probably one of my favourite names of all the horses. Right, Corporal of Horse is dealing with the peasantry. Everyone's getting thrown behind. Quite quiet then because I thought the tourists were going to tell me off using the P word, guys. Peasantry. A lot of people don't like that. I personally, I applaud that word. Why? Because it encompasses my my social background. I'm a proud peasant. Half tempted to pop into the yard because I can't remember whether or not they're actually changing over both Yeah, 1 second, guys. I'm going to go into the yard. I think that they're changing over the chitsman and gatesman as well. I can't be absolutely certain, but I think they are. And if they are, we know what that means, don't we? Oh, yes, we do. Oh, yes, we do. Oh, look what I found, guys. A group of clowns. Let's see what happens now. Let's see how sheepish they look when they see the camera. It's me doing the Ormond type thing, guys, being a little viper here. I'm not saying a word, just watching. I think they're Frenchies. Oh, here we go. Penny's just dropped. Oh look, getting all sheepish all of a sudden. What a surprise. Too late, guys. Yep, sheepish little Frenchies it seems. Actually, wait, the accent is a little bit different. I'm trying to listen. Hold on a second. It might not be. I thought instinctively it was at the beginning. One thing I'm really trying to figure out though is why they're trying to talk to him, why they think it's funny. I'll ask the clown at the front in a second why he thinks it's funny. So who's the one with the biggest mouth that has to play the big man and lead the group? Nope, getting told off. Still don't know which language it is. I'm not sure why they seem to think it's so funny. I personally don't think it's funny at all, but I guess it's different between somebody pre and post lobotomy, fundamentally. Not French though, guys, I can tell you that. See if I can pick up the language. Which language is it? I always like to title my videos with the country that the troublemakers, here we are, or the nuisance types are from. Oh, there we go. There's a clear face of an idiot, folks, right there on the video. Yeah, obviously wasn't quite realising that, you know what, that ain't the way to do it. At all. Guys, which country are you from?
From Bosnia.
You're from Bosnia. This is not the way to speak to Slovenia. It's not the way to speak to a soldier.
What? We don't speak. He speaks.
No, but what I'm saying is that's not the way you're supposed to speak to a soldier. If I came to Slovenia, you're from Slovenia. If I came to Slovenia and there was a Slovenian soldier, I would be like, you know, respectful, calm, chill with the soldier. You don't understand English well enough, no? Sorry, I can't speak Slovenian. Anyway, guys, have a good day, but chill. I know he was talking. I'm just asking if you guys speak English, just to find out if you understood. No English. It's okay, don't worry. It's all good, don't worry. Okay, so we got a small linguistic issue, folks. I thought French initially, then I was leaning a little bit toward Italian, but Slovenian, interestingly enough. Wouldn't have thought it, would you? But there we go. So welcome. Welcome to Slovenia. It's a pity because their English was good enough to harass the guard. However, the teacher, bless her, lady over there in the background in the red, told them, I don't know what she said, but when I focused the camera on her, she told them to stop being stupid, stop being whatever they were being, etc. And that kind of makes sense. Right, we've got 2 new horses at the front. Let's have a look. Didn't take long to get good videos today, did it, folks? There's me thinking French. So glad that I clarified it, because after the last misbehaving Frenchy students video, it would not have been good to get another one. Okay, as if that wasn't fun enough, let's hope that this regular visitor, who's absolutely off his nut, doesn't decide to come over and start harassing the horses. Okie dokie, here we are. Oh, new trooper. I don't recognise this fellow. I know the trooper in his number 2s, but I didn't recognise the trooper on the horse. This horse has got to be a mare. Super, super elegant looking horse. Exceedingly thin and beautiful. 1 second. Let's have a look. These naughty little Slovenians, eh? Damn shame they couldn't speak English. Right. I noticed the big mouth in the group didn't want to talk to me. What a surprise. Okay, so the number on the hoof. Oh. Damn, what is it? I swear they're filing down the numbers so we can't get them. Okay, so there are 3 numbers on this hoof, but yeah, again, the 3rd number is worn down. I've got an idea of which one it might be though. Let's have a look if it matches on the list. Oh, it actually does. Reaver, folks. Oh, what's this looking at the camera? She's like, how the hell do you know my name, son? Reaver. Yes, Reaver. With a very unusual spelling as well. So unusual, I'm not going to spell out, but of course it's called Reaver. Wow. Yeah, it's getting lucky, aren't we, with these new beauties?
Nu rustig, handen, doe die handen eens naast je weg. Eén stap dichter.
So many languages I'm hearing spoken here today I don't even recognise. I would never have got Slovenian. But first of all, he said Bosnian. Then he said Slovenian. So I actually think that they probably were Bosnian. But then he realised, oops, I don't want to get a bad name, for Bosnian visitors. And notice how quickly he switched from being Bosnian to Slovenian. Anyone that does know 100% which language the group was speaking, and I think we overheard a good part of the conversation, pop it in the comments. It'd be interesting to know what they were actually trying to say to the guard. You could tell by the body language though, and the fact that there's always one gobby one that was at the front trying to provoke. I don't know exactly how, but you can tell. I've seen it enough here. There's always one clown that thinks let me lead the pack. I thought I felt my rucksack moving then. A second. Okay, we've got a good spot. We're right in front. Reaver. Wait. Almost learned the hard way. Oops. He's gone. Have we got a nipper here, I wonder? Nip nip. The one at the other end is massive. I'll head along there in a minute. We basically told to get a hand off. See how the body language changed? That was really quick. Oops, awkward. Stullet. Sorry. Oh, yeah, morning.
This afternoon, isn't it?
This is just made my day. This is what everyone wanted to see.
Uh-oh. Okay. Loopy Fruits is heading over. Absolutely out of it. Like really out of it.
See you later.
Done already?
Yeah, I came earlier this morning.
Yeah?
I was out changing the guard as well, so I came back here after.
Well, I've got to say, not all of us like to come early, so fair play to you.
You must have got up late. You must have got up late, mate.
I do. I prefer, slow and steady.
Not in, mate. I'm not in. I was here at 11.
Oh,
mate.
goodness me.
You were still out with the fairies. You were so-
I was, yep, no comment.
See you later.
Well, okay, the guy that was having a sleep in the middle of the road has luckily headed off in the opposite direction. We didn't need that this morning. Good tourist vibe here, a lot of youngsters as well. It would not be good at all if something went wrong.
Ponte ahí, no, ponte más cerca, ahí cómo te vas a sacar. Ponte como la chica. Ya me ha escrito el Edu, justo.
¿Qué dices? Pidiéndote mi número, ¿no?
A ver si anda sin móvil. Venga, ponte.
Yeah, this is a shoot.
A second, folks. The group of clowns are back for some weird reason. And I'm still kind of wondering why it is. Hey chap, can you speak English well?
Yes.
Yeah, great, come over here, let's have a chat. You guys are from Slovenia or from Bosnia?
Slovenia.
Slovenia?
No, I live in Slovenia, but I'm from Serbia.
Okay, so if, for example, if I came to Serbia,
Yes.
okay, and there were Serbian soldiers that were here, okay,
Yeah.
how do you think I would behave? I'd be respectful of the fact that they're defending your country. Yeah?
Yeah.
So do you not think it would be the same for you guys here with our soldiers? To be like peaceful and respectful of the man
I'm
because he's
peaceful.
at work?
I'm tourist here, you know.
No,
so
I
I'm
understand.
trying I see.
understand.
Wait,
I understand.
Let,
Wait,
let,
hold
let
on,
me speak.
hold on,
Let
hold
me
on.
speak.
I will.
No,
One second.
I was thinking you interrupted me.
No, I'm
You
interrupt you.
interrupted me.
Listen. The important thing is to be respectful of the fact that they're working.
I am.
Okay?
But
Which means not crowding. Now your turn. Go
okay,
ahead.
okay. You can see all over social media they trying to make him laugh. Nothing wrong, yes. I'm tourist. I trying to make my experience better, so I'm trying to
But
make
this
him
is
laugh.
why people make the videos of people on YouTube that are trying to make the guards laugh, because that's not the way to behave. People laugh at the people that try and make them laugh because that's a stupid way to behave with the soldiers. Because people think that these are not real soldiers. This guy, when he's not here, he's jumping out of an airplane, he's carrying an assault weapon, he's fighting in
Me too,
Afghanistan
me
and in
too.
other places. You're also a soldier.
Yes.
Okay, so then would you want to be treated like this in your country if you
I
weren't
don't
treated
care.
as a soldier?
Because I understand other people, yes, and you clearly don't.
Wait, so you are saying that you understand other people, so you would have a problem. You personally would have a problem if people were saying to you, "Don't be disrespectful to soldiers." You wouldn't think this is disrespectful to talk to him like that.
I understand they're trying to make life experience, whatever. I don't know why you're talking to me right now.
Well, because
about this.
I'm asking you like politely because I'm
Yeah,
curious. I'm wondering.
politely answering to you.
Okay, so you understand the point I'm trying to make, yeah? Okay, he's walked off. Doesn't want to talk. Oh, teacher's back. What I'm trying to say is that it's not cool, but take it. I appreciate you talking to me. Okay, I don't have a problem with you. I'm just trying to explain to you that on YouTube people laugh at the people that make the guards laugh.
This
It's
is
not
very
a cool thing to do.
This is going
No.
on YouTube.
These are not
Policemen,
soldiers.
policemen,
They're not
yes.
soldiers.
Policeman, harder.
No.
Yeah. No.
This is where you're getting it wrong. They're not even. They're Ministry of Defense.
I need to go.
Force. Ah.
Goodbye.
Hey,
Thank you for
take it easy and good wishes to everyone in
Slovenia.
Serbia. You said. Take it easy, chap. Okay, worked out in the end. I think fundamentally they wanted their moment of fame. We see that often. We do see it often, but They seem to be a little confused. There's no way he was a soldier, even though he tried to pretend to me he was. Their argument was as follows, in broken English, but he did try. The police are the real soldiers. That was his argument. Why? Because he sees the police officers carrying assault weapons and the troopers here are carrying ceremonial swords. So in his opinion, the police are the real soldiers. I don't understand that perspective. It makes no sense to me. I don't believe that's what he actually seriously thought, etc. But as usual, guys, I had to get in there and find out the perspective. Why? Not necessarily to cause confrontation, although, you know, if that is what happens, so be it. I won't be the one that starts it, but to find out exactly why it is culturally. And his explanation was that realistically, we want to try and make him laugh because that's what people do on YouTube. But, and I think the most interesting point was, after that, you heard as well, they were asking, will this be on YouTube? I mean, it will be on YouTube, and that's a bit unfortunate because that actually is what they wanted to be on YouTube. So in some ways, I'm, you know, exacerbating the problem. But hopefully, when they realise how silly they looked, the body language around the trooper, they'll realise that, you know what, it actually isn't and wasn't at all a cool way to be behaving here at Horse Guards. It really wasn't. But hey, you know, there are going to be cultural differences. So we've now got, initially we were told Bosnia, then we were told Slovenia. In the end, he said Serbia. But I think because of the way he corrected himself at the end and went back and said Serbian, yeah. I'm just surprised because in Serbia, just like in Russia, the military is a very, very, very important force in society. So there is no way on earth that a Serbian kid like that would talk to his military or behave that way at all around Serbian soldiers. It would never happen. We all know that. But there it is. I guess it's confusing active duty personnel, those that are carrying weapons, with soldiers that are on ceremonial guard duty. Big difference. And fair play, he did at least speak to us about it instead of chickening off and running away. Always interesting to get the other side. Right, this big fluffy beauty, guys, back on topic, has got one sock at the back, but I got no chance of getting near the front because there's a big crowd. But I will get the elusive hoof print ASAP, and then I think I'll do a part 2 today because I got so massively distracted by the group in this part that I think we're due a part 2. I think actually my fingers can probably endure it. We will see. Let's see what happens at the end of this one. Got into a huge argument with that group of clowns. They were from Serbia. They thought that the police were the real soldiers because they had guns. Like what? This horse has got a very unusual, elegant posture. Look. Was posing for pictures.
Vai Vicente. Vicente.
Oh goodness, what a morning. I'd be interested though, guys, to know what you all think about that encounter. In other words, from the body language alone, something was off. However, their defense, their defense as a group, notice the rest of them were pretty quiet. As I said, you know, deferring to the group leader. Were they disrespectful? I mean, I think they were, just by virtue of crowding that much around the archers. Oh, here we go. Beauties. Look at these two. Whoa, good morning. Magnificent. Wow, this one, look, this could be a H-Cow's horse. Massive blaze. They've got the light, haven't they? They have got perfect light this morning for this. So Riva, now everybody follow the police horses. There is an opportunity for me to squeeze in. 1 second. and hopefully get a nice clear shot of the hoof number at this end. Not guaranteed, but hey.
Don't touch the reins. But that's the same way you touch the horse.
It's like a very, very low number actually, folks. Let's have a look.
Wait, get my picture taken on this one.
This is a curious one actually. I think, hold on. This is another tough one to call. Some of those hoof prints are super worn down. This is not a new horse, I can tell you that. The hoof print is very, very, very worn down. So if I get in really close for a good shot. That's the print clear right at the moment. Now, curious enough, the number that I'm getting off the hoof is not the right horse. If that makes sense, which means I'm reading the hoof number wrong. I'm going to have to enhance that a little bit in Photoshop, otherwise I've got no chance of being able to read it. Even though the horse is like, chap, come on, you can do better than that. Horsey, I can't, unfortunately. I really wish I could. I'm actually wondering, hold on, let me look on the lifeguard list. I wonder if they brought over a lifeguard horse. Because this doesn't match with the number that I'm getting for this horse for the Blues and Royals. Nope, the lifeguards don't have a horse with this number either. Plot thickens. Definitely means I'm misreading it. Can you read the number on the hoof? It's even with the zoom on the camera, it's very hard to read it. No, it's too worn down, isn't it? Mushy one, that. Yeah, I'm still... Yeah, P5. But it can't be because it doesn't exist, so something's a bit wrong. They're trying to trick us, they're changing the numbers and replace them with letters. Yeah, I don't know what that one is, guys. I'm really going to have to work on it or confirm it with someone. This horse, 100% I haven't seen before. Why? Single white sock at the rear on the left. Very significant blaze. In fact, it reminds me a little tiny bit of indigo. It's not indigo, I can tell you that, but very, very similar. Certainly in terms of the posture. Notice as well, it's an incredibly slim, almost thoroughbred looking horse, this one. Beautiful. Really, really nice looking horse. Who for the moment is nameless. Grr. This will be the one that I'll focus on though, folks, because this is the most remarkable of all the ones we've seen this morning. Without a doubt. This is the reason everyone's standing back. Look, not because they're scared of getting too close, but because the horse is just... it's huge. 17. Yeah, just one white sock, the blaze I've noticed, but never seen this one before. It's a new horse. 17.3, I'd say, folks. Possibly 18, but really hard to tell. Wait, let's have a look at this from the side. See if we can see. Look, beautiful, giant, statuesque horse. Trooper's a big chap. big tall chap, so needs a big horse. Sorry? Oh, no, sorry. I thought I was talking to him. He's like, do you want a picture? I'm like, dude, I'm talking to my camera. Yeah, so even a manual visual by the chap over there, he thought he read the number as a P, but it doesn't exist. There is no P. Now, this is clearly not a young horse, so if this horse has been in the cab for some time, I say new here, new to me. Definitely not a young horse, and I'm pretty sure an experienced H-cab horse. That would well explain why the hoof number is super worn down. Come on, horsey, look at us. Yep, if he couldn't, it was the chap I was talking to in the red cap, he couldn't ID the horse from a visual, and he was really zoomed in with that kit. So if he couldn't get it, I don't feel so bad, because I couldn't get it clearly either. Just when we thought we've cracked it, just when we thought we've cracked horse code, we realised that we haven't, because of that problem of dirty hoofs and very much worn down hooves. Obviously at some point the number would be re-stamped if it becomes completely unreadable, but I don't think sadly we've reached that point yet. So this horsey for the moment is going to remain anonymous, but I think that sock will be the giveaway. Plus the blaze is very pronounced. They look similar, very similar to the two horses at either end this morning. That's a slightly better spot. He's looking longingly at the camera. He definitely wants us to figure out the name, but horsey chap, it's not happening, not yet.
Nice.
There's actually, compared to the horse that was here previously, this one is obviously a lot bigger, because looking at the way the horse is positioned vis-a-vis the sign, you can see the horse's head, without even being fully up in the air, is as high as the top of the sign, whereas the other horse had to effectively nip under the sign. Remember, this one wouldn't be able to do that. It's a huge size improvement. A huge size improvement over the one before. But folks, tomorrow's Saturday. That means, in all likelihood, protests and other chaos. I will be back here tomorrow, of course, as ever, bring you some more horsey fun. More importantly, hopefully I have an idea on this horse by then, and then we'll know every Blues and Royals horse. Yeah, let's see. But guys, I'm out of here for now. Back soon.